last session we understood about SAP system landscape, right? Like development system and quality production and also the sandbox, right? So in today's class we will see more about, I think we missed one more topic. We also discussed about the client. I think that is not saved in the PPT. So no worries, I'll just get that slide and I'll update here. I think that's what we discussed in the last session, right? We missed that slide actually. Sorry, I'll update that slide. I think I forgot to save it at the time of closing the PPT. I'll just update it. Okay, so now in today's class we'll see more about SAP GUI. Okay, SAP GUI overview. So what is SAP GUI? Anybody? What is the use of SAP GUI? Who will tell me? Any of you? It's okay if you're wrong, no problem, guys. Hello? Anybody? What is SAP GUI? No one? What is the use of SAP GUI? Nobody knows?
Yeah, where the business user will record all the transactions.
Okay, so any other people would like to try?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is available actually. I think the other PPT which was not there, this. Okay, so SAP GUI.
Hi.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Rajesh is waiting in the waiting room. Have you, Ms. Suresh?
Uh,
Did you accept him, Mr. Suresh?
uh, yeah,
Yeah.
Sunish,
Oh,
yes.
yes, Suresh. Okay.
Okay, so SAP,
Hi, Suresh.
let's continue. SAP GUI overview. Okay, so what is SAP GUI? As we discussed in our previous session, it is just an interface between the user and application layer, right? Very simple. So there should be something in the middle which can help user to send his request or anything he wants to, right guys? That's what SAP GUI, graphical user interface. It's an interface between user and the system. Okay, very simple, don't have to worry too much. So now let's write that also here. It's an interface interface between application layer and user. Okay, it's an interface, graphical user interface. That means it will have the graphical elements like buttons and all. Okay, button text and all. So where user click on a button and then it start sending that request to the application layer. So that's what SAP GUI. Okay, let's see. So we have seen little bit about this, how to add the servers and all in our last session. So today, and also what is client. You see the slide was missed, so it is available now. So you can see here, this is what we have seen in the last class about the client field, and today we'll understand more. So now whenever you log into the system or SAP GUI, this is how it looks like. Okay, and here there are some sections that I have to tell you, like yes Anish, your voice is too low.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to ask anything?
No, I just wanted to make sure that you were able to hear
Yeah,
me.
I can hear you, no problem. Okay, so this one, the first area that you see here, this is what we call it as menu bar. Okay, so this is what we say it as menu bar. This has the menu items, like there are so many options. We'll see it will change, depends on the application that we use inside the system. So there are so many options. We'll see about them. And then, are we clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So don't worry, going forward we'll see more about it. Don't have to worry too much today. Just you will get used to it. Maybe initially for few days you may face issues because the application is also new to you, but trust me, going forward, once you start using the system, you will get used to it. Okay, so you don't have to worry too much. Yeah, in case if you get doubts, you can always ask me. So this is the first screen that we see whenever we log into the SAP. Okay, so then first let's understand about transaction codes. What are transaction code, and then what is the use of command bar, right? So what is the use of command bar? So here in the command bar we enter a transaction code. Let's say SE11. This is what transaction code. Okay, so what is transaction code? I'll show you. See now. Okay, I think I lost the connection. I have to relog into the system. So now just type in S11 and now you see this application. You see the descriptions of the menu bar is changing. It's saying here ABAP dictionary initial screen. That's what I called application title bar. You see these buttons are actually changed. These buttons were not there in S000. Just see here in SAP menu there were different buttons. Actually now these buttons are not there. That is changed. That's why I call it as application toolbar. That means this toolbar will have buttons related to the applications. You see this is not changing actually. That is what we call it as. That's why we call this as a standard toolbar. It remains same. Let me go to other transaction code. Most of the times it remains same. It doesn't, I don't say that it will not go, you see, but still it remains. So you see there's a difference. There's some more additional extra things are coming. See, it's changing, right? You see ABAP editor, ABAP dictionary initial screen. So this description says we are in which application right now. Understood? You see the menu bar is also changing, depends on the applications that we have. Are we clear on this? Application toolbar and standard bar and SAP title bar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now what is transaction code? You see I opened different application, 1 2 and also 3 applications I opened. Actually these are 3 different applications. What is transaction code now? Let's understand. What is transaction code, right? Very important. So let's say this is an application. So if you see behind the scene, okay, there will be lots of coding, right? That means a BAP source code might have been written. So many of it has written. So you see so much of a BAP code you will see inside this. Again I will go inside this. You see so much of coding is written. If you just go and check for some other include, you see, right? This is what a BAP code. Okay, don't worry too much about a BAP code. It's very easy actually. Okay, we'll make it easy. You don't have to worry too much, just showing. Okay, so and the program name for this is SAP SD underscore entry. Okay, the transaction code is S11. Okay, so let's say this is the program name, and sorry, and this is the Tcode. Okay, so like that I'll just also take a few more just to give you the clarity. Maybe I'll just go and say slash and VA05. Okay, so you see behind the scene again there are lots of source code written. Just a minute. Okay, sorry. So you see VA05, this is the transaction code, okay, for this. And the program name is this. See, behind the scene again, there are so many ABAP code already written here. You can see so much of ABAP code is written already here, right? So now I have a question for you guys. Tell me which one is easy to remember, program name or the transaction code?
Tcode.
Tcode is very easy for you to remember, right?
Yes.
So this is why SAP created the transaction code for any programs. They are very easy for remembering. You can remember the transaction codes very easily, right? Compared to the program name. Program name can be very big, but transaction codes are very simple and easy for you to remember. This is one reason why we need transaction code rather having the just program names. Okay, T codes are easy to remember. That means behind every T code there is a program, there is a BAP code written. Okay, how to create transaction code, we will see that also. Easy for remembering the transaction codes. And second thing is that if you want to execute with program, you see what you have to do. You have to go to SE38 other transaction code, and you have to provide the program name here. Then you have to execute. You have to do at least 2 or 3 steps. This is what you have to do, right? In case of transaction code, you don't have to worry too much. Okay, so let's say for example you are somewhere in other transaction code. You see you are already here. In case of transaction code, you cannot put the program name here and say to system execute. You see, I'll just put it, nothing happens. Or you see, I'll just put and execute. See, it's saying that it is not there, right? Even it is not taking the complete name because transaction code cannot be this bigger. Okay, it should be very simple, should have very simple letters. Okay, 4 characters, 5 characters. Sometimes it doesn't mean that you cannot create more than 4 characters. You can always do that, but this is what SAP also recommends. Okay, create it in a simple way, in simple words, or which is always easier for us to remember. Okay, so VA05, let's say for example I just type in VA05 here in the command bar. It will directly take me to application. I don't have to go to SE38 first. After that I have to enter the program name, then execute. I don't need to do all those steps. Just I have to enter the transaction code here, and then it will go to the transaction code. It will execute that particular program. Are we clear? And second point of having transaction code is easy access. You can access directly from the command bar from wherever you are, from whichever the application you are right now. Clear? Hello, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
all
Yes,
of
sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good. And now you understood what is transaction code. Very simple. Behind every transaction code there is an ABAP program. Transaction codes are nothing but an application, right, that we access. So now let's understand more about navigation around SAP GUI. How do we navigate from how do we navigate from one application to other application, right? So there are many ways to do that. Okay, first of all, let's see how can I open multiple SAP GUI sessions. This is what we call it as session. Right now there are 1, 2 and 3 are open, so I can open more. You see, you click on the 3 lines here and say new GUI. That is one way to open other session. Okay, otherwise go to system, here again new GUI. See, that also opens another session. You see it's opening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 5 sessions. Otherwise there is a shortcut icon here, create new session. Just click on that that will also open a new session like this, right? So or just type /o and click enter. See, there are already 6 sessions created. I just say yeah, create another one. Okay, so let's say /o and say create. See, that also creates an session. Understood? Different ways of opening and session in the screen. Clear how to open different session? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Actually we can have only 6 sessions, okay, per logon. That means if I log into system, in that logon I can open only 6 sessions, but this system is configured in a more, okay, that means I can open more sessions. So this is configured for more, right? But whatever the training servers that you get, you can only open 6 sessions in that. So even in companies, the server that you receive in companies for doing any work, even their basis people will configure or restrict it to open only 6 sessions. After 6 session it will start giving error. Here let's see how many sessions I can open. I'll just keep clicking on this. I think oh, I can open 16. Yeah, I think it is configured for 16 session. I can open 10 session extra. That's a maximum limit. Okay, you see, I can open 16 sessions in this system. Okay, even when you in your system, whichever you get it for the practice, in that system also you will get this message saying that maximum number of GUI session is opened when you reach 6. Okay, when you try to open the 7th session, but here in my case it has been configured for 16 so that I can open more. You see all this. So now there are so many sessions opened. If I want to close all session, I have to do this, right? This is one way of doing it. You see, now I'm on the 14th, that means I close 2 session. Again I can close it, 3 sessions. Otherwise, if you want to close in other way, you can also type /i here. It also deletes the session. You see, 12th session. Now again I'm going to delete the 12th session /i. So you see, now only 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, only 11 sessions are there, right? So if I want to close all of them at one shot, I don't want to delete each and every sessions again and again. I'm decided that I want to close all these sessions. In that case, you can type /n exit. Okay, even if you type /n here, it will also close the session, not completely, but it will take you to SAP easy access screen. Okay, that is not going to close it. Okay, just type in /nex, okay, /n exit, and click enter. Now you see all the sessions are closed. That's how you close all the sessions at one shot. Understood? Hello, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Anybody, any doubts
Yes, sir.
so far? No?
No, sir.
We are good?
No, sir.
We're good, right? Okay, let's understand more about navigating.
No, sir.
So I'll just create some more sessions here just to tell you how do we navigate. So now let's say, for example, you're in an application right now, maybe let's say SE11 ABAP dictionary, and you want to, okay, let me close other sessions. Let's not make too much confusions here. So now you see only one session is opened. So you want to keep this session open, SE11 open, and you want to open one more session, okay, one more application. Then type /o. Okay, if you want to keep this session open and then again you want to open another session, type /o and then SE38. Any transaction code, any application, /o followed by transaction code. What is SE38? We'll discuss more about that in the next chapter. Don't have to worry too much right now. And what is SE11 also we'll discuss. This is data dictionary chapter. We'll discuss on that also. So you see, type /o and then followed by transaction code, then click enter. So it will keep the current session. That means ABAP, whatever the sessions that you have opened earlier, it will keep this session open, and it will open another session also. You see, that is what /o. Understood? Understood what is /o? These are very important, guys. You will be using every day. Are we clear what is /o? If you want me to explain it again, please tell me. You don't have to hesitate, right? Yeah, are we clear? Hello? Okay then.
Yes, sir.
So let's say, for example, one more. I'll just try /o. I just want to keep the current session open and then open other one. You see, /o VA05. You see, now 3 sessions. One is ABAP dictionary, other one is ABAP editor where we write the program, other one is to display the list of sales orders. These 3 application I opened. So but this time I don't want this application to be opened. Okay, I want to close this application. Meantime, I also want to open other application. I want to close it and also open other. In that case, you have to type /n followed by your transaction code. /n means close the current application that it opened, current session, and take me to the different session. /n SM30. See here. Now you have only 3 sessions, but VA05 transaction has been closed. Understood? Understood? Hello? Let me close 2 of them and I'll show you which one.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, ABAP dictionary, only 1 session I have. With the current session itself, I want to open SE38. You see, only 1 session exists, the other one closed. Understood? Hello, are we clear on this? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is one thing. So if you want to delete this, you know, /i, and let's say one more I want to tell you. So you have all these 4 sessions. You want to close all of them at once. You know that you can use /nex. So there is also one more /end /end. So the difference between /nex and /end is that /end gives an pop-up saying that, are you sure you want to close? If you're sure that you want to close application, you're not worried about whatever the changes that you have made, it is like safer side. Before closing it, just an pop-up saying that, are you sure you want to close? See, your unsaved data will be lost. Do you want to log off the system? If you say yes, then you see it will log off. If you say no, it will not log off. But /nex will not ask for any or ask for your permission anyways. Okay. Transaction code. How do we find the transaction code, right? So very simple, guys. You see here, if you want to find any transaction code that is related to logistic, you can expand this here. Under the logistic, you have material management, equipments and tools. So many modules will come. You see, this is related to functional modules actually, like SAP SDMO that we discussed in our earlier class, right? If you remember, we discussed there are 2 types of modules. One is functional, the other one is technical modules. Okay, so these are the some of them where you can find transaction code for functional modules. Like you see material management, under that purchasing transaction code you want to find, under the purchasing, purchase order or purchase acquisition, you see, this is where you can find the transaction codes if you want to. Okay, if you want to find a ABAP transaction code, here you have the tools. Just expand the tools. You see ABAP Workbench. If you want to see SE80, these are some of the transaction code that is related to ABAP. You see development transaction code, ABAP dictionary, SE11, SE38, This is where you can find the transaction codes. See, some customizing transaction codes here. This is where you can find the transaction code. Understood? Hello? Yes or no, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first easiest way is that expand the menu bar. Expand SAP menu and look for Tcodes based on the module, SAP module you're searching for. If you're searching for SAP SD, MM, PP, QM, what is the module that you're looking for? Based on that you can find, or a BAP, right? So that is one way to do. Other way is that you can just directly search, click on the search button, and then let's say you're looking for dictionary, transaction code, data dictionary, transaction code, type dictionary, and then just select you're searching with the text. You see, it will expand it for you if in case you remember the description but you don't know the transaction code. Let's say you want to find transaction code related to sales. Just type in sales here. Here, this is the button. Okay, search button. It is trying to identify where and all the sales text exists. It is going to expand all of them. You see, now it's 10%. Maybe there are more text with the sales. That's why it's taking so much of time. Sales and distribution data, you see guys, just press this button again, next wherever the sales text you will see, it will take you there. This is the other way to do, right? One way, okay, in the menu bar. Okay, this is the other way. In the menu bar you can expand. Okay, so one more thing is that just remember SDMO transaction code, and then here you can go and this is actually the latest system that I'm using currently, but you may not see all these options in your system because you may be using less than 7.4 version, but mine is the latest one because I do give trainings on a BAP on HANA and S4 HANA also, so I'm using the latest one. In S4 HANA system you can also do a BAP things. Okay, so I don't want to purchase two servers anyway, so no problem. So this is how you see the latest screen, but in your server you might only see these two. Okay, so just type in the description here, let's say a BAP editor you are looking for, and execute, and then you will see the list of transaction code where a BAP editor is the text. You see, you remember the text, that's how you can find the transaction code. Okay, use SDMO if you remember the description of the code. Okay, if you remember but the description of the Tcode, then use SMOD, SDMO transaction code, sorry. Okay, so that is another way. And next click on the find button in SAP easy access screen and type description, of Tcode. Okay, and then type description of Tcode. That's what other thing that you can do. And next you can also do one more thing. Go to SE16N transaction code, then enter the table name TSTCT. This is the table, transaction code text table, and provide description. Okay, you see, let me show you. I just type in here slash, and I just want to close this session and then open new session, that is SE69 slash and SE69, type TSTCT transaction code, and here maybe I just want to look, I'm just entering the description in English. So let's say ABAP, I want to see transaction code where the description starts with ABAP, and so pattern search, this star means pattern search. After ABAP, if any text is there, just display those. Execute. You see, wherever the transaction code description is starting with ABAP, all of them you can see here, right? So let's say you want to see the transaction codes that is starting with sales, let's say sales summary, all of them you will see. So maybe you want to see related to accounts. See, you'll be able to do something like this. Okay, just type the description. Maybe if any text accounts in between somewhere, right? So let's execute and see. Accounts at the starting, if in case if it is in the middle, you can also do that, right? Any doubts, anybody till now? Are we clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts so far? We good? Hello? Okay. So now the next thing is, let's also write down some of the important transaction code. Okay, so let's say SE11. This is for data dictionary. Don't worry, we will see more about them in upcoming classes. I'm just noting down just to say these are important. SE14 maybe database utility, and SE38 ABAP editor, very important, will be using a lot of time. So SE80, call this as ABAP Workbench. Okay, and then SM12, if in case you want to release the lock. Release application lock, and ST22 to check dump or to do dump analysis. Just a minute, guys, important call. 1 minute. So next we have we'll see more about them. SE09 or SE10. Okay, so this is related to create transport request. What is transport request? In tomorrow's class we'll understand. And SMOD or CMOD, these are related to customer exit. Then we have SE18 or SE19, so these are related to BAdIs. Okay, then Smartform or SMARTSTYLES, these are related to Smartforms chapter. We'll see, okay, don't worry too much. So these are some of the technical transaction code that is useful to us. Okay, and yeah, then there are some more transaction codes. We'll be using them in our upcoming sessions. Okay, don't have to worry. So this is all about SAP GUI. introduction. Okay, we will see more again. We have to use the system to understand more, right? So maybe from tomorrow class onwards we'll start using more, so we'll get to know about more. So this is just a basic introduction. So any doubts till now, any of you?
So we can tell Tcode as use it to easy access the application, right?
Yeah,
We can tell like that.
yeah, you can say that also. Tcodes are very easy, right? You don't have to go to SE38 and then enter the program name and remember this big program name and then enter it and then execute. You don't have to do all the steps, right? It's very easy here to access. Just type in the T code and then your application will open. Very easy for us, right? You can say that. Yeah. Any other questions?
That's all.
Yeah. That's all, guys, for today then. Thank you so much for your time. And we will see you tomorrow, and then we are almost end of the first chapter. We'll complete the first chapter tomorrow. We'll understand about package and also the transport request. Okay. So maybe from upcoming next class onwards we'll start a new chapter. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time. See you tomorrow. Bye bye and take care.